today we're talking about distractions. Okay, so this is really interesting, man, because you may not know what's a distraction and you may be calling it something else. Okay, so for an example, let's say gaming. You play video games, and for you in your head, that's like a relaxation. That's how you enjoy life. Okay, but that actual distraction of it is pulling you away from something else, which may be what you know has better results. Let's say earning money, or building a skill which isn't playing a video game. Or another distraction we could say is, let's say porn, for example, or masturbation. That is something which you may think is a way to relax, a way to get your head less irritated. Whereas that's, if seeing it as a distraction, you would then be able to say, okay, well, now I'll actually improve my skills at trying to find a mate that I want to spend the rest of my life with, and putting other time into maybe focusing on controlling my sleep without those other vices, or doing some more work instead of thinking and doing that activity which involves porn and masturbation. And so these distractions are really interesting, because I've been working with people who are they're very much like students. I mean, we're making money at trading on the financial markets, and a lot of people come into this and they're fresh new students, they're ready to learn, they're putting their all into it. And I was there as well, like I've been through that, and they perceive these distractions as real necessities. Like they need to play video games, for example. That is like, they can't see themselves doing life without the thing that they don't perceive as a distraction. Now this is super interesting, man, because there's just so much which we can do to improve our lives, and this is something which I have noticed is a big thing, which is sacrifice. Is making these sacrifices to turn what we don't see as a distraction into a distraction. Like we actually see it as a distraction, and that's really where we transcend into that next level. That's where we get promoted into a new league of just perception that many people don't get promoted into, and they will never have the humility to even understand that the distraction is far worse than they may perceive it as. And that's just because they're in a different league. It's not something you see, it's something you attain. Yeah. And all of this sort of runs into quitting weed. I mean, we've sort of transcended from not just quitting weed, but into just improving our life in general. And the idea that weed is not a distraction and is something which we actually sort of live by to get other things done, that momentum, that maneuvering from the idea of it turning into a distraction, really changes our perception as to what we're capable of within this life. We want to really transcend and move into the best that we especially haven't seen before, if we've been stuck in that lifestyle, that momentum that we were previously in, or that we are in. There's something higher, there's a league above us, and unless we are not human beings, we're always improving. That's the evolution that we're going through, and anyone who doesn't see any higher versions of themselves aren't they're not ready for the next league, son. So yeah, let's go, let's get promoted and keep being bosses. Come on.